myself as Darius Burrell. Normally go by DL Burrell. For you guys who don't know, age of 32, I suffered a massive heart attack. And this is the ER they brought me to, right here. I think I woke up about 3 days later on life support. Didn't understand what was going on until they came in and told me that I had a heart attack. Very nerve-wracking. Very scary. At the time, my family did not know that I was here. I think they went for about 3 days not knowing that I was in here. But they was looking for me. They had me in here under a John Doe. So they eventually found me about 3 days later. So during that time, when my family finally got in touch with me, I got all types of thoughts going through my head. I didn't know whether I was going to live or die, whether I was going to be in this hospital, fine 1 minute, next minute, you know. My family's planning my funeral. So my mind state went into depression. I got very depressed and pretty much started writing my own obituary. And very emotional. Kids, significant other, mom, dad, brothers, everybody was here, and I just didn't know if I was gonna make it out. They told me that I had blood clots in my heart, blood clots in my stomach, blood clots in my leg, and blood clots in my back, or my kidney area. And at that point, I kind of gave up. I was like, you know what? I know I'm not gonna make it out here. You know, so my family gathered around. We cried, we laughed, we cried, we laughed. But at the same time, I was already planning to die. And it was painful. I've seen many people go in the hospital. I've heard about many people go in the hospital, and 1 minute they're fine, and the next minute they're deceased. So that's where I thought my life was headed. Now prior to that, about 7 years ago, I did also had not one but 2 strokes, and again it was from blood clots, and I just didn't know where my life was heading. I used to always say I was gonna die young. But when you're on that dying bed, and you're thinking about, you know, your kids and your family and all the people that you don't know that you impact, is definitely something to rethink. You don't want to die young. So I always say, you either grow old or die young. Well, plan to grow old or die young. So nowadays, I plan on getting old. I want to take you guys on my journey, the Burrell journey, to getting back up. So, thank you for watching. I really hope that I impact somebody's life. I hope that you share this video maybe you can impact somebody's life just by sharing it. I spent 10 whole days, 10 days in this hospital. This specific hospital right here, I think the doctors worked very hard and they saved my life. They did a lot of research, a lot of studying to figure out why a young man like myself first had a stroke, not one, but two, and then at the age of 32, had a heart attack. I spent my 33rd birthday in this hospital, and I was released on my birthday. But yeah, it's 10 days. 10 of the most stressful days I ever had in my life. But we made it through it, and the day after my birthday, I made a post on Facebook, and a lot of people didn't know what I was talking about. When I say I ran every red light and every stop sign, but that's what I did. I ran every red light and stop sign to get back to my family and get back up. Getting up to the 3rd floor. I guess the 1st floor they brought me to after I came to the hospital. You guys are looking around. I think I was in cardiac intensive care unit. Yeah, that's where I was. So, yeah, it was bad. You up to the 8th floor in the university hospital. After 7 days in an intensive care unit, they brought me up here because I was doing a lot better. And this is where they diagnosed me with something that's called non-compaction. Where it started, it's some type of disease that started, a disease that started before I was born. Yeah, so I have small pockets in my heart. That blood get caught into those pockets, and that's how they form blood clots, and it flushes into my body. Like I mentioned earlier, I have blood clots in my leg, my kidney area, my stomach, my back. So that's where they come from. Non-compaction. A very, very, very rare situation. So non-compaction is so rare and not often brought up. My doctors and nurses had to look it up to figure out what it was, because they never heard of it before. But Okay, so during my time here in this hospital, um, I did lose 20 pounds, about 20 pounds, and I was kind of unrecognizable. The doctors also told me that uh, my heart is functioning at about 28%, which a normal heart functions at 60%. So this journey to recovery and to get my heart back to pumping right and pumping blood to the places in my body that really needs it, and in order for me to get out and play with my kids and have fun with my family and live a long, healthy life. It's not gonna be easy. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, but I'm up for it. So I want you guys to watch me get back up and watch me keep stepping. And another thing I want to mention, a lot of people don't know what smoking and drinking does to you, but I was smoking Black and Milds, have a drink every day, every other day, but that stuff is toxic, and it works on your heart, and it really brings you down. I am proud to say that I am a non-smoker and a non-drinker today. I haven't had a drink yet, but eventually I would like to have a drink. But smoking, I left that. I left that day, August the 11th, 2019. It's the last smoke I had. The last smoke I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. So I encourage you, and I encourage you to encourage somebody else to just put down the cigarettes, put down the cigars, because it's toxic. It's toxic, and it kills. I'm a witness. It almost killed me. So, can you remember a time when have you ever had a dream where you was falling? And they say if you hit the bottom, you die. During that time when I was here in this hospital, I had many visions of me falling. And I always said that I would not hit that bottom, no matter what it takes. I will get back up and I will keep pushing. But at 32 years old, a heart attack is kind of unheard of. And at 25, 2 strokes is unheard of. That's why I'm sharing my story, and I want you guys to really pay attention to your health, because when you're on that dying bed, there's nothing you can do, nothing your kids can say, nothing your family can say, nothing your wife can say, your mom can say. You have to get back up. So I encourage you to get back up.